I'm gonna get started with this brow tutorial right now. So what I'm using for my brow tutorial is, or for my eyebrows, is this brow blender pencil. My mom gets them at the salon that she gets her hair done at. And this is in the color Soft Taupe. And this is pretty much what I've been using since the beginning. I believe I've used, I want to say maybe it was a Rimmel pencil before. The Soft Taupe that I'm using is lighter than my hair color. And somehow it still makes my brows look darker. But I think what it's doing is having a shadow effect. So it's kind of like your brows are so thick you can see like the shadow behind them. Excuse me. So that's kind of what approach I do when I go for my eyebrows. So I'll go ahead and get started with what I do. So this is the pencil that's been working for me better lately, so that's why it's shorter. But the first thing I do is just brush out the hairs. And I like the spoolie brushes because then you can just kind of like grab them with the ends and you have more like control over them. So I know it's kind of brushed out tight right now, but my eyebrows curl like the rest of my hair does. And oh my gosh, I have to pluck my eyebrows like literally every day because my hair grows so fast. But yeah, so it's kind of sharp right now, but once I go over it with a gel, it looks a lot more normal. So all I do for that is just brush them out, and then I take the pencil and I draw kind of a line, a light line underneath the fullest part. And then I take it up a little bit past the hair so it's on the skin, and then I just kind of follow through with the shape of the brow. So I get my shape from like how the eyebrows actually are. And then I'll start like penciling in my brow hairs behind it. And then I kind of go up above to give it like a really high arch. You can see that it kind of looks ridiculous. And if it does look ridiculous right now, which it does, I'll like take it down a little bit and it kind of sharpens it out a little. Yeah, so I just kind of literally play with it until I like how they look. I try to go for like, oh yeah, let's do that. Um, I try to go for like a sharper point here. I just basically fill them in at first until they're how I like them. And this one I like to pull up higher because obviously it's shorter on this side than it is on the other. And then I'll just kind of wipe my finger underneath so that it's a little bit softer and not so sharp so it looks natural. See, and that's like protruding very far in. And my brow actually does come in quite a ways, but I don't want it to be defined there. So I kind of take it off, and I suppose I kind of have a little bit left over. But that's the ultimate shape I like. That's what I'll do, and then I'll just try to like even that out on the other side. So let's see. This is clear mascara, and it works just fine as a brow gel. So here it is, Great Lash. I used it in my other, I think my Valentine's tutorial. And it's gross because now it's the color of my pencil, but it still works. So I just brush that on. All right, so here is my messy, unruly hair. Gotta love it. Day 3. Love this stuff. It smells so good. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. And I just kind of use it to fill in the holes. Oh yeah, I legitimately just sprayed that in my face. That's gross. But like, look at the volume it gives you. Like, I mean, I already have quite a bit of it because it's day 3, so it's not clean, but this gives you so much more texture. Then I just tie up the top section with a hairband. And then I just kind of like run my fingers through it so that it's like section offable. Then I just take one of these little pieces about this much. Ooh, can you see the steam? This is really hot. and it's not even up the highest settings, so that's good for my hair. Yeah, but I don't do this very often, so when I do, I like to get as hot as I can because then it just sits on the heat. And I don't like have any product in it right now. Oh, nope. There we go. And then I just hold it for a little bit. And it looks like that. And I leave it because my hair does hold curl very well, but I don't want to take it out so I can maintain as much curliness as I can because it's inevitable that it's going to fall. It's going to lose its curl throughout the course of the evening or whatever the day if I do it. So, like I did on my birthday, I just leave the curls. I don't pin them. Some people do. That might help if you have hair that doesn't hold curl very well. I would definitely pin the little ringlets when they come off the iron. But for me, I just don't feel the need to do that. So then once these are curled, I will just leave them. I leave them up front because it helps me kind of keep inventory of who's been curled. And then I'll take out my top part here and I will section off like the part that's my bangs. So I'm just going to do kind of the same thing. Ew. I like to find where I want my part to be. I like to have a far over part so that, because my collet kind of does that anyway. So I'll just take this piece then and quickly do a little work because pretty much the rest of my hair there is framed the way I like it. I shouldn't have done this. I curled it in, but I didn't realize it was like that close to my face. It'll be okay, I think. So this one will curl away. And there's like so little hair there that we can't hold it too long. There we go. But then it has kind of that nice little volume that I like. So what we'll do here then is I take this and I usually bring it into two pieces and I curl them back. Drop it to the side. And there you have it. Oh, perfect. That's what I want. And then I'll do the same thing with this piece. Flip it first. Helps that we brush through it with our fingers right before because now it's not super snarly. Oh yeah. Take this piece here. Spray. Fan. Bend and snap. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Front, we're still struggling a little bit. So I'm gonna tease right, if I can get my mirror lined up, right here with the smallish end. So this is the final result. My eyebrows are done and my hair is done. Even though it wasn't like completely perfect, sometimes you just need to accept that it's not always going to work out the way you want it to. Can you tell I'm kind of annoyed? It's okay though. I'm not going anywhere tonight, so it's fine. And I mean, in all actuality, I'll probably look back on this in 10 years and be like, what was even wrong with your hair, Elizabeth? Like, I'm just being a perfectionist. So this is like how I did it. You can still do it the same way I did it and have it work out and be fine. And honestly, I'm looking at it now and it is fine. Like, it's just that it didn't do what I wanted initially. And that's the great thing about hair is it kind of moves throughout the day and gets a different body shape and stuff. So that's fun. And the curls are good. So I'm happy with how this turned out and I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of dysfunctional tutorial, but hey, whatever. Thanks guys.